It's been quite a while since I made a video, and the weather's getting a lot better, so I'm going to start working on these again. Right now, I'm working on Mighty Morphin Red, Blue, Pink, Black, and White. I haven't made any videos of the other helmets, but these two are an Eric0101 kit. I also have the white and pink from Jason Lopez. You can find him on Facebook, or I believe it's Bucci Boy on YouTube. He makes awesome helmets. He's also has, I think, the Red Ranger helmet for sale. I know he has the black one, and he's working on the yellow. But these are the Eric kits. In the past couple videos of the two Red Ranger helmets I did, they were an Eric kit. And the first one went together smoothly, the second one not so much. The reason why Eric's kits are so cheap is because he pumps them out. They're not really that strong, and if you get a Jason Lopez helmet, you'll see the difference instantly, which I'll do a comparison on his and Eric's later on. The reason why I'm making this video is after working on two of his helmets, the second one warped when I cut it in half. It didn't warp right away. When I put the registration keys in and everything was good, and then all of a sudden the lines didn't line up and part of the side would actually bowl up and it wouldn't actually be a perfect fit anymore. I fixed that one, and I'm still working on that one, and maybe later on I'll show the second Red Ranger helmet I had to redo because of the warp, and yeah, I'll post that eventually. But with these two, as you can see, because you buy an Eric helmet, you can see that you need a lot of work on them. You have this line here. It's not symmetrical at all. You can see from right here that it's not even going straight, so this line will have to be redone. And also, when you buy an Eric helmet, you'll get stuff like this, like air bubbles inside the molding process, which is an easy fix. Maybe I'll go more in depth this time of how to actually do one of these instead of just talking about it. But with this one, with the blue, you can actually literally see there's a hole in the cast and completely not even lined up right here. Let me try to get a good view. You can see that this side actually goes farther into the helmet than this, so it's going to need a lot of body work. The inside of these helmets are pretty thin. You could clearly see almost completely straight through, and you could see why my first one warped as soon as I cut it. There's just not a lot of material in there that actually makes it strong. And the first helmet I bought from him, I think I paid like $110 and it worked fine. He also does cheap runs, which I got this one and this one for $39 each shipped. So you can't really beat that if you actually want to do the work. But like I said, you're paying $39, and I don't know how long that run's going to last. But like you could see all the work that still has to be done because it's a cheap helmet. So what I did was, to make it stronger, I went to Hobby Lobby. You could buy smooth cast, but I went to Hobby Lobby. They had this resin. It was, I don't know how much, I think like 30 or 40 bucks. But used the 40 or 50% off coupon. I think I paid less than 20 for this. I used 3 coats on this helmet. I'm not going to attempt this one until I fix this hole right here, or the stuff's just going to come right off. I also used it on the Black Ranger helmet, which I'll probably do another video on the black, because I'm sure you guys are tired of just seeing the red. All it is a 2-part chemical. You got part A, part B. You could weigh it, or you could just use volume. I just used volume, mixed it in, and I slush casted inside here. There's a big weight difference now. I did 3 coats in this, and I didn't do this one yet. And the difference is, which you can see I still made some of a mess, which I'm not worried about, it'll clean up easily, is it's a lot thicker now. When you put it up to the light, it's not as thin anymore. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually a nice thick coat in here now with the resin, and I use it to strengthen it up. I mean, if I would actually prime this, you'd actually see how white this is. It's hard to see. I mean, right here you can see how white it is. But yeah, so that's what I did to strengthen up these helmets, and let's see if I can do a comparison. And it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but you can see the comparison inside. You can see how it's nice and smooth. That cut line's, it's still there, but it's not as dramatic as this one. This one I'll do a lot better than the first Red Ranger helmet. This one will also, I had the visor signed by Austin, so when this one's done it will be autographed. So that will be pretty neat. And yeah, but yeah, I just did it to strengthen it up, so when I cut it in half it's not gonna just warp again. Like this just feels like it's gonna break if it falls. This one's more durable now. See how hollow that sounds? Not so much. But yeah, that's all I did so far with these. I mean, if you guys have any comments, just leave them and I'll get right back to you. I'm usually pretty good about that. But yeah, that's kind of the comparison with the Erics. Maybe I'll make another video to show you the difference between an Erics and a Jason's. Jason is a little more expensive, but for the quality that you paid, it's not bad. I think I paid $90 or $85 for the white and like $120 for the pink. So I paid, I think, $200 and he shipped it. He also gave me the class for both of them. With Eric, you get what you get. So yeah, but yeah, if there's any comments, just leave them and I'll get back as soon as I can. So yeah, hopefully I'll come back and do more comparisons.